Science fiction is one of those things that you can take or leave, but those who take it tend to get really turned on, and it seems that for many people around the world, the flagship of science fiction is the television program Doctor Who. It's run for a staggering 23 years and developed an army of highly enthusiastic fans. But last night, the barons of broadcasting of the BBC decided that The Good Doctor was just too expensive at around $150,000 an episode, and he's been axed. However, the Whovians, that's what his fans are called, have decided they will not give up their hero without a fight. Robert Penfold reports.
Once upon a time, someone worked out that around the world, 110 million people each night ran expectantly to their TVs to watch Doctor Who. But there have been problems in the last few years, and in England alone, 14 million viewers have dwindled to just 6 million. Despite that, the Doctor Who diehards are horrified about the axing of the show. To them, it's a religion, and they know their subject inside out. Now, who would know the colour of Doctor Who's ring in the very first episode?
Well, that could be a trick question, because the series was made in black and white in those days. On the other hand, it's perhaps not so well known that the sets are usually designed in colour because the actors are said to go off. In fact, the first Doctor Who wore a blue ring.
There's no fan like a Doctor Who fan, and Tony Howe is it. Past president of the Doctor Who fan club, and today, spokesperson for the saddened members.
Well, a lot of them are shocked about it. They're disappointed that it's happened, but I think they should look to the future and strive to get the program back on the air.
And if that doesn't happen?
Well, it's not the end of the world, I suppose, that really life goes on with these things.
Last year, the devotees gathered in Sydney to welcome John Nathan Turner. Not a TV star, in fact, never seen in the series at all. Nathan Turner was, in fact, the producer. Well, who's the producer of Magnum or Dynasty? Well, I bet not many fans would know. But with the Doctor Whoers, he's a walking mine of information, and they want to suck him dry.
When was the decision made to bring the Master back, and was the Keeper of Traken rewritten to include him?
The decision to bring the Master back was made when the first draft of Keeper of Traken was delivered. Consequently, my script editor wrote the following story, which Logopolis, which carried on the Master trilogy over into Peter Davison's following story.
Well, while that producer was treated as a hero by many, I can tell you exclusively here today that some of the heavies in the club, well, they didn't think much of him at all. And the reason? Well, they said that he was responsible for taking Doctor Who down market. In other words, it was starting to look like any other adventure show, shows that you might find on those nasty commercial stations across the road.
They're trying to turn Doctor Who into sort of punk A-team in space. And I think that's getting away from what it used to be.
Katie and I do watch it and we're glued to it. And when Katie was little, she was allergic to water and wouldn't ever have baths or showers. And I used to say, look at the man growing green slime all over him. That will happen to you. And so Katie would say, yes, I'll have a bath, I'll have a bath.
I did not.
Oh, you did so.
I did not.
So it was very useful.
The doctor must be destroyed.
They've turned the Doctor into the reverse of what the lead character should be. Instead of being, he doesn't have to be a goody two-shoes, but he's always been an interesting, multifaceted character, but they've made it a little bit more of the macho hero type, and it just doesn't sit.
One day, I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. Until then, there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties.
Robert Penfold reporting on this matter of great gravity. Incidentally, Australian Doctor Who fans shouldn't panic. The ABC still has the latest series up its sleeve. We'll be back with more in just a moment.